Getting locked in right here, Lest with the first pick.
Ooh, I really like the pre-ban on the Eivor. That strong unit, very, very fast, gains attack bar. You know, some could say that it's a better ragdoll. Some people are saying that ragdoll is not as good as it used to. I still think
No, you
Brandia, please.
No.
Brandy.
Like, no.
Oh,
Cow Gaming.
Cow Gaming.
we see this rivalry goes, back. Eleanor. Nope. What is he doing? Looking for units. Is it going to be the Chandra? Is it not? Is it the Cigar? 7 seconds, 6, 4. Oh, it is the Charlotte, my dear friend.
You want to know what this is? I'm starting to see a trend here. This is a mind game, and what he's trying to do is take the time away from Diligent. Diligent choose not to flash units. He goes right in with his game plan here. I think that's a mind game.
Whoa, Zabala. Oh, thinking about it. Oh, Diligent does not like that.
Diligent is not entertained
doesn't
by
like
this. I'm telling you right now, this is a mind game. Lest already knows what he wants to pick.
Yeah, he knows.
Like, it's the Cigar. It was Zabala. Zabala's
great. Yeah, I really like the triple element. He keeps himself element neutral. Now let's see if Diligent brings the Laura or the Wedget. So far we haven't seen it. We know this is a very fast Moor, the very fast segment. So 2 strong units, turn 1. The Masha coming out. I don't know if you want to double fire, this early. I think that's dangerous. The Shizuka is way better. Yeah, Shizuka Juno. Oh, Juno, but he doesn't bring Shizuka Juno. I like that. This is more bruiser playstyle, so what we're seeing is already adaptation, Stoic. I'm impressed that Wedget Laura did not come out.
I feel like this, not impressed here. What I think is happening right now is both players are trying to not be predictable. And I think if we saw the Wedget Laura come out there, you can't help but quickly respond with like, oh, Wedget Laura, I know what I'm doing. So what we're seeing is some very interesting units right now.
Well,
Chow and
lock it in.
Stoic, I'm just saying one thing. I understand that they want to adapt, but I think Lest has a way stronger draft right now. I think he baited Diligent into a double fire pick very early on, and I think he can just ban that last pick, take the Sonya out, and not deal with that. And if the Chow gets through, this is a Chow solo, my friend.
This is definitely a Chow solo. I think Chow needs to get banned out here. I'd be fine with the additional damage, the additional strip coming out of this Laura. I think this is still okay here if he chooses to lock that in.
Maybe he even wants to ban the segment or the speed lead right now. You know,
Chow is a massive problem, and I think that has to go here.
Yeah, Chow is unkillable in this situation if the Moor goes away, even, right? And then the thing is, if you don't have the reset, how do you deal with the Praha? So that's why the Praha pick is really good too. So we talked about Les changing into this more reactive playstyle, the respect on the Chow.
You had to.
Yep.
Incredible.
Yeah, like we said, that last pick was definitely going to get banned out here. 33 speed lead coming out for Les, 24 speed lead for Diligent. Here we go, guys. This is round number 1, Diligent Lest. Let's get into this thing right here. Zabala taking turn 1.
Woo! A fast Zabala that gets triple freeze and outspeeds a segment. Really like that choice. Reset on the Juno. He can't even strip right now, and he can try to get this strip on her. Resisted. Expected. He can still go for it. Goes for the increase and doesn't even put glancing to help out the other unit.
Charlotte's
this is crazy.
So smart.
Not at all there. So we end up using that third skill, freezing everybody on the other side of the fields here. And I think right now Vanessa probably has to stay that focused unit you want to get rid of first here. And Beautiful Attack Break is going to go out in that unit. More attention is going to be towards this Vanessa.
If Praha procs right here is a great moment to get, the strip. She doesn't get it. The Vanessa's taking damage, and now he can give cooldowns back. The question is, does he prioritize the Moor or the segment?
Yeah, I think you keep pumping up the Moor. The Moor is a lot of your damage right now. I do think you should have used that skill, though.
I agree.
I don't think you should be holding on to that. But that's that like mini semi-ventilate that you kind of have with that second skill. You got to utilize that, but we'll see what happens. We had all of our skills up with the segment, so it definitely should have gone into the Moor.
Yeah.
Curse of the Beautiful, I almost feel like it has to go out there. Get more stuff onto the field for your Shizuka when you get that skill up there.
I agree with you. Even though he got the reset right here, he could have, put Curse of the Beautiful, and it kind of does the same job because you put the heal block. I think he was very afraid of that speed buff and, regaining the tempo.
Yep. You know what? Moore had skills up, so now he's going to take that skill.
Now
too.
he's going to give it back.
He does go right back into that Moore, though. Let's see what happens here.
He's taking his time, puts it on the segment, interestingly enough. I agree with the Moore choice. Tries to go for the reset, doesn't get it. The Moore will punish this Vanessa. The Vanessa might be gone right here, to be honest, because if you land the Death Break The damage
There
coming
it
from
is.
the Juno is done. He can even be greedy right here. Kills her. The Praha needs a proc. Does not get the proc. Diligent dominating on this game number 1. The Chow ban was really good.
The Chow ban was really good, but I knew that Shizuka was definitely going to be a problem here. The segment very, very good. Nice little despair stun going out on top of that Shizuka, though. You see the additional damage ripping through that Praha. This is definitely going to be it for less in this very first round here, but well done by both players. Now, I do think there was a lot of mind games being played in that first round. That draft was very, very interesting.
Yeah. Let me call something out, though. The Charlotte, this is the second match. She doesn't get anything going. So she needs some procs. She needs maybe more accuracy because she didn't land glancing yet. She's been reducing the attack bar, gaining attack bar, but no glancing. So dominating performance from Diligent and removing all heroes without losing any monsters.
Yeah, well done, Diligent. That was a very, very clean match for him there.
Diligent with the round 1 win, putting him one step closer towards reclaiming that world champion title over Lest. What a game. And also, I got to give it to Lest for the creativity. I loved seeing the Chow because it was an excellent pick there, Stewie.
Yep. Like I said, I thought these two players are going to bring a lot of interesting things to the table here. They really want to throw each other off. Like, if you're drafting Laura Widget, I can't help but think, like, yeah, both these players are going to be super prepared for something that normally going to be seeing there. Whether Les is going to be going with, like, a Vanessa first pick speed lead into a Cigar, like, yeah, that's that normal stuff. Like, yeah, he knows what's going to be happening there. And I think Les tried to really throw him off. Same thing when he tried flashing units. I'm telling you right now, the strategy behind that
Mind games.
is he's flashing units to be like, oh, now I want you to waste time. Be like, oh, you think that's funny? I'm going to go out of my way, start flashing units, haha, and then go back to drafting. But he just lost 5 seconds, maybe even 10 seconds trying to find something extra funny. Like, I don't know.
I think
but
it
I do
actually
think
ends
these are
up.
mind games.
I agree. I think that was the intent, but what ended up happening was that I think it might have even hurt him a little bit in time because you're thinking
I think
about
so.
tapping those monsters, untapping them, and in reality, you got to find what you're looking for. I loved the Chow pick though because why can't Chow exist in a world where Camilla, where Juno, where things that also auto cleanse themselves can do big damage exist?
Yeah. Yeah, I don't think it hurt him at all because the draft was very strong. I just think that Diligent, like rune-wise in there, he looked very tanky because we saw him taking the back foot with the first turn and CC coming out of Lest, and he drafted very strongly. But Diligent was unfazed, and he brought it back. You know, so we're going to see if Les is bringing his best rune units, if he's going to swap strategy again because Diligent is looking super consistent today.
Yep, he really, really is. It was very, very clean by him. Obviously, we're going to see the pre-bans lock in here. To no surprise to see Laura in the pre-ban, and also that Vanessa. I knew that Vanessa was going to make it into the pre-ban here because I am expecting to see Les go down with, well, would have been a Cigar first pick here.
Yeah.
But, of course, Diligent looking to take that Curse the Beautiful, the segment there and lock that unit in there. Wow, Curse the Beautiful. Why is he?
He's thinking about it. He's thinking about it. He goes with the Nefties.
Oh wow, he really takes Curse of the Beautiful.
Yeah.
Nope, I ain't
Oh.
falling for that. I ain't falling for that.
The flashing, he's thinking.
I ain't falling for that.
Showing.
There's no Vanessa Mien coming.
Yeah.
Zyros Mien
Zyros
out
Mien.
there. There
Yeah.
you go.
The
Something a little
Chandra.
bit more in that wheelhouse. Like,
You know
there
what?
just wasn't a world that those two units were being drafted.
I prefer the Chandra right here because the Chandra brings some sustain, and like you talked about, it brings flexibility into going Bruiser later on as well. So I like that he went back to his original picks. The thing is that Diligent stole the segment. He knows that he outspeeds with his Zabala, and now he gets the Juno. I really like that change.
Yep. I think both players are fine. I love the wheelhouse that
Great
they're
bet,
throwing
yeah.
their drafts in right now. I think this is phenomenal. Diligent with double speed lead. He's already got the segment in there. He's demanding that he takes turn 1 right now. And I think Les is going to take this 5th pick, is going to be something totally on the Bruiser side of things right now. Because
Yeah.
I think Diligent has committed. And you know what? I don't mind this. I
Yeah.
really don't. But that he has to go double
Wait.
Bruiser. You don't go 1 Bruiser. You go double Bruiser in this route.
He's thinking. I don't know. I prefer the monkey in this case. I prefer the monkey. I really like the A4 pick. He's really trying to get that turn 1. Now Lest has to choose. Do I completely back off and just pick a Bruiser? Camilla looks super strong in here, to be honest. I really like a Camilla last pick. Oh, Pheromone. My first Nat 5. We talked about him today. It's like we called its name. We whispered it into the ears of the Summoners War Gods.
I think the Vermos is fine. I don't think this is like a phenomenal game-breaking pick here. I think he's letting the segment through. Doesn't want to see the Curse of Beautiful. The Neftis is going to be let through as well. All right, so
I think you need
the
to bend
Vermos
the
gets
monkey.
a little bit better. Now they start naming the units. The Vermos gets better and better as I name all
Oh,
those
the
things.
Vermos is
Oh!
incredible.
Yeah. We
I
get the
love that
24
unit.
speed lead's going to be gone here.
Wait.
Yeah,
Wait.
Avor's
Let's
gone
talk
here.
about something. How do you kill this Fire Monkey King? I have a very big problem with this. I would have preferred banning the Monkey King and leaving the Eivor. I am super scared of this unit.
That same situation where it's like, what are you going to do about that Camilla in those matches that we had previous year? So what are you going to do about this Fire Monkey King where you don't have a defense break to offer right now? You can't stun this thing up with any of your units here. No,
he goes for the death break. He doesn't care. He doesn't even go for the reset. He's going with everything. He wants to get kills. The Juno counters.
Yeah, that's a really, really nice counter there. But I was going to say yes to go for the second skill there and pray that he gets any Despair Suns. Not what's going to happen here right now.
He can try to kill the Veramos. This is too dangerous.
Yeah, well, look who's going to be going next there. That Fire Monkey King's primed and ready.
Oh, great proc.
Well, you can't stun up that Fire Monkey King. Fire Monkey King still has...
And not even reduce.
Attack bars by, on this Veramos, though.
He needs a proc from the Veramos. No proc.
Not going to happen.
Oof.
Fire Monkey King looking for a defense break to land on top of this Veramos here. Big damage. Staying alive right now. He can go for that big skill, too. Keep in mind, he is glancing.
Oh!
There's the additional turn. Big stuns going out on top of the segment and that Moa.
This is starting to look dangerous for Diligent, my friend Stoic. But now, I don't know, still, how do you kill this monkey?
Yeah, the Fire Monkey King and that segment, like they're still looking really healthy right now. That's a beautiful stun. He's got to lock that in there so that he's free to use more skills with this Nephthys and that segment as well.
He kills it. Very good choice. You don't want to risk it. And now with a proc right here, he can get the skills back. Look at this Charlotte showing off what she didn't do in the last game. Now he can go for the stun. Doesn't get it, but no skills on the segment. Is going to be Fire Monkey against the world.
It is. I do think he has to keep going after the Charlotte. Charlotte's that main unit he's got to get rid of. I know the Zabal is going to be going next here, but he needs that defense break. If he gets proc, would have been absolutely insane because he probably would have cleaned up that unit right there. But Fire Monkey King, man, he's going to be getting too much turns, and he really needs this Charlotte to shake off that defense break just like that.
The Charlotte has been magnificent. Extra turns, pushing attack bars. Now it's going to be everyone against the Monkey King. He wants to leave even this Nephthys there because he wants to try to sleep and get the extra turn. Do you see that gameplay? Beautiful call from Les. This is impressive.
Yeah, nice glancing too. That glancing is really going to keep that back. The slow, everything landing on top of that Fire Monkey King is so perfect. That's exactly what he needs to keep this unit back and stop being like super, super oppressive. So this is how you deal with the Fire Monkey King. We have plenty of damage when it comes to this Juno as well, pumping in the damage. The second skill, I don't think it's going to be healing. It's going to heal. I don't think it really is going to be that
Wait! This is a dangerous game. If he doesn't kill it this turn, he has to...
I think Juno is totally fine. Juno's looking to pump in more damage.
Oh!
He does get
I
this
don't
turn
know.
Here. He has the
I don't
skill.
know.
He's got a
Defense
violent
break
though.
proc.
He
didn't violent.
Still not going to be enough here. Juno should still be able to finish right there.
Yeah.
All right.
Ooh.
Last. Taking second round from Diligent.
Wow. What a close game. I just want to openly say that I love both of these players. This has been an amazing game. Both strong drafts. A little detail, Stoic. An extra proc from that monkey could have really complicated things.
I think he should have gone for Juno on that previous turn. I was going to say something. When he hit the Charlotte instead, he should have banked on the proc and gone for the defense break on the Juno then.
I think the Charlotte needed to go because that's the slows, that's the glancing, that's the stuff holding that unit back.
But it's opposite element. You got it. The Juno is the huge solo potential at the end. You gain the HP with the second skill, and then you hope for the proc, and he got it.
I
think he played it right. I think he played it right.
I played it right as well.
What I was afraid of was when he gave the turn to the Moor early on in the game. He used the AoE, gave the turn to the Moor, and then he reduced it and made it so that Veramos slipped behind the monkey.
That I agree with you.
That was a little bit tough. I actually thought that was going to be the throw of the game at that point, but that was he took it back. He took it back.
Yeah.
It was a little bit of a misstep.
That's a very good call. And let me tell you something. Veramos performed better than expected. He just kept hanging on, right? Hanging on, healing. He got a double stun out there. It was a very good pick. This is probably a super tanky Veramos to take that much punishment from one of the best, if not the best, Moor in the world.
Totally. And this is probably my favorite state for a match at the World Finals. Both players at 1-1. Nobody's at match point yet. They can still feel each other out and get inside each other's heads. Guys, take it away for this set number 3.
Yep, new pre-bands getting locked in. Light Eivor and that Zabala. Diligent not want to play against that Zabala once again. Les with the first pick here. And I think he might be going with that Vanessa first pick here. He really wants to keep it open. Vanessa, great for turn 2, great for turn 1. I think that's what Les goes with.
I'm going to call something the segment. That's why I said it, because he's been stealing the segment from him, and he wants to have the trio, the Charlotte and the Chandra.
Well, let's see what happens here, because I don't think Diligent is in a position where he takes a Charlotte or a Chandra as well.
No.
I think Woodjet would be totally fine if Diligent go down that, but once again, talking about like your predictability there. So if you're going to bring a bunch of stuff that Les knows for a fact you're going to be hitting the field here, but I do like we're locking in a 24 speed lead. I think that's great, especially if you're going to be playing a Laura. Let's get a speed lead locked in there. There's the Chandra. There's that Charlotte coming back out. I mean, if you went for the double speed lead, I think that's totally fair.
I would wait. Oh my God! Wait, is he just flashing? It's gonna be the Charlotte. He's just playing mind games.
Yeah,
the
no,
Robo.
I think he's going to keep flashing units all
Wait.
night.
The Robo is actually interesting, but the Charlotte has been super strong in the matchup, even against the Fire Monkey. Now the question is, does Diligent just back off and go full Bruiser, or he locks in that Wedget, another turn 1 unit? The Etna is open still, a very strong unit in here. The Moore has been a
one of the best
crowd favorite.
Well-ruined Moors out there right now is Diligence. Oh, so I think that's preemptive. I think Masha is great, but I do think that might be a little preemptive, thinking like Juno's coming out there because there's a Nephthys on.
I like a light monkey last pick right here, please, sir. I would like to order that because I think Chiwu is super strong in this matchup. The protection from Shizuka as well, very good because
we've a band on 33 speed.
Yeah.
That's what's happening right now. Interesting.
There's only one strip right now, so if Diligent doesn't pick another, another very strong strip.
No, I really like the Moore. I think the Moore is just too good in Diligence.
I agree.
This is a big damage unit here. If it's built on Despair, I don't know if he's got 2 in there, Despair and a Swift one there. But I think it's probably the Swift one, and I think he's very, very consistent with bringing that. I do like that Lest had taken a second speed lead because it definitely shows that he was willing to contest. Moore does get the ban. Sekhmet gets the ban. 33 speed lead coming out for Diligent.
I think Lest takes turn 1 if this is a Violora, because I don't know. That Les looks very Swift heavy and called it. Turn 1 gets the reduce. The Masha's not reduced, but there's not a lot to do. You can only go for this monster.
Taking units away is pretty large, though, if you're able to do that. So obviously skill 3 coming through, getting glancing across the field right now, pushing up those attack bar. We get that defend to protect that Chiwu.
Yeah, he needed a stun right here. Didn't get the stun, but he can protect his team and just guarantee that
I think he uses skill 3.
Yeah, he needs to use it, and now he can even try to go for the kill right there, and he has an opening for the stun. Stun on the Laura. The Laura is the strip, and she can't do anything right now.
Yeah, stuns across the board was insane. So even this additional turn really isn't going to help Diligent out too much there because it's just going to be damage going into the Charlotte right now. So he didn't have a response for this Shizuka. The Shizuka was too good. There was just nothing to do
wanted the Shizuka ban. That's the thing, but he wanted turn 1, so he banned the Sekhmet.
Yeah, 2-turn sleep. Not much you can do about that. More sleep's going to be. Oh, no sleep's going to be happening right here. This is heavily in less control right now with the stun going out onto that Laura as well.
Very, very well played. The outspeed, we called it. The Laura on Violent. That's one of the disadvantages of it, and he knew that the Moore was swift and very quick. That's why he banned it. Now he has his opening, his chance. Can he get the reset? Misses the attack bar, but gets the increased cooldown.
Oh my God, it's not going to matter too much with the sleeps going out like that on top of the Laura there. No additional turns going to coming out of the Masha. Shizuka does have some skills up though. You can see that AoE coming out there. We do have skill 2 available. I think he throws this onto the Charlotte to make sure he has all of his skills up. Chooses to put it on
the Charlotte
Chiwu.
already has the skills now because she procced with a sleep, so that's why he goes for the Chiwu, because he wants to get the kill and eliminate, and now the Charlotte comes in to finish off Diligent and giving game number 3 to Last.
Round 3.
Now at match point, everything is on Diligent right now to get that next point on the board. Otherwise, Les is about to send him home. What a game, what a start. Knew he wanted to go for turn 1 there, Second.
Yeah, Evan, I loved his strategy. Banning the Swift unit, guaranteed that he has turn 1, a very fast Chiwu, and perfectly speed-tuned with a Charlotte.
So well done, and I love the way that he juggled the skill cooldown time reductions over there. He had this second side game that he was playing to make sure that he always had some form of control going there, Stein.
Yep, yeah, he really did. I mean, like you said, I think Shizuka probably should have been the ban there. Like, what a great unit to keep things just super, super oppressive against Diligent there. And the Charlotte played her role, man. She really did. A lot of sleeps, call it luck, call it whatever you want. The Charlotte was a very, very solid unit. That third skill pushing up attack bar and glancing everybody. Glancing is healing, right?
Glancing is healing. That's what I'm saying. Damage not taken, that's health not lost, and that sounds like healing to me. I gotta tell you, Charlotte's incredible.
Light take.
Careful, that is a copyrighted phrase. If you say it, you got to pay royalties. Okay?
It's an equation.
To this man.
It's an equation that appears at the bottom of the screen that shows it. You know, it's less than or equal to healing. It's basically how it is. That was great. So much crowd control on every skill. Chiwu, first 2-turn sleep. Charlotte, sleep. Chandra,
and one
stun.
of the things that I love about Chiwu is that now with the glancing, it's kind of a unit that brings that extra thing that he didn't have before, right? He had the pushback. He had a lot of damage, but now the glancing just makes him so much powerful. Let's see if they adapt Stoic and go into this game number 4 of Diligent versus Lest.
Yeah, so we've got pre-bans out here. Laura and the Vanessa getting pre-banned. Diligent with the first pick. What? I don't think Diligent is in a position where he's trying to take something away from Lest. I think Lest is making himself. I love the way he's drafting right now because Lest is very unpredictable. That segment though, like you were pointing out before, I think segment's really crazy.
Yeah.
That he's like prioritizing this unit. It's been doing a phenomenal job for both these players here. So. The fact that segment's being taken and that's one going back and forth makes a lot of sense here. I do think this is just more mind games. I think he's really trying to bait Diligent, wasting his time here with like what he's picking out here.
Yeah.
I really hope this will eventually stop, but whatever. Doesn't matter here. Chandra, Charlotte.
It's working.
table.
All I got to
Yeah.
say, I wouldn't stop it. It's working, and I do think that the segment is a priority unit because they know that that's the highest speed on both sides. Right now, Les will have to even go for a Zabala, to try to compete with these two very fast, swift units. Now Diligent's a little bit more comfortable. The question is, will he finally bring the Wedget or no? Oh, a Chunk Bung appearing, not a Cigar. I like that.
By the way, it would have been working if Diligent played along. He refused to play along, so it's not working.
Sure.
So we've got the Chung Pung getting locked in by Diligent. We've got Zabala and Kinky, so we got a little bit off for turn 2. I think Kinky is a great pick right here. We'll see what happens with Diligent, how he's going to respond, because maybe at this time is where we also see a response where Diligent swaps to a turn 2 play style as well and not going full turn 1.
Yeah, I think you have to bring something that can't remove that Kinky from the field. Otherwise, it's going to become super dangerous. Let's see if he brings the last pick that does that. The Ponto's great because it protects your team. There's not a lot of strip on that side, and you have to ban that Pontos.
Yeah, the Juno's so good. The Juno is an excellent pick here. I even think the Juno might.
Juno's getting banned.
The
Juno's getting banned. Pontos needs to get banned because if he doesn't ban the Pontos, the game's over. Like, how do you get through that?
We'll find out. Maybe it could be a speed lead reset with the Zabala as well, not having to worry about that Pontos, but
the Will, how
yeah.
do you reset something with Will? There's no strip on that side. There's only the Juno.
Yeah, let's see what happens. Yeah, Juno's got to go, though.
Juno's
it's
done.
Very, very obvious.
Yeah, Juno's a ban. Yeah, I agree with you. But the thing is, then Last gets his ideal team. I think he kind of put Diligent in the corner, and Diligent did the same to him. Both, they have one ban. And, the Pontos go. I think that leaving that Pontos might have locked him in. That is a very dangerous monster to live in here. He can make your team withstand that Kinky and now protect him.
Well, that's a very, very fast Zabala taking advantage of that segment. We got those freezes landing out there as well. Curse of Beautiful is going to have no value except, I think he just goes with skill 1, get that length of silence going out there on Zabala. Doesn't get the silence, does get the attack break on him, though. We've got Glancing hitting the field once again with additional turn, looking for some stuns there. Only gets the stun on top of the Nephthys.
Yeah, this is not going to matter when the Pontos takes a turn. That's why the unit is so strong. He's trying to get as much damage as possible, but the Pontos will bring everyone back up. Great pick. The invincibility is there, and now there's no strip. So he bought himself a couple of turns. Can he do enough damage? Can he speed tune his team correctly to get the death break, the damage, and remove a couple monsters from the field?
Yeah, I'm curious if all those attacks at that water Ryu showing that that's what he wants to select there. We'll find out, but we got an attack break potentially going out onto the Charlotte. I think Charlotte is a unit that you really have to worry about there. Looks like he wanted to get the attack break while he had the invincibility up on top of that
Good
Kinky,
point.
so that was definitely a good play right there.
Yeah, he needs the second skill into the death break. So right now, he's probably going to do it. Yes, sir. The death break comes on. That is great. Now he can have the more hit AoE if people don't proc out of this death break.
Yeah, we have that silence available here, but man, this Kinky is going to be a big problem right now.
It is. He doesn't hit AoE. He keeps going. Ooh, he got out of the death break. We called it. That is so dangerous. He needs the segment to stay alive. She doesn't. To land the Curse of the Beautiful. The Last has 1 foot in the door, keeps hitting, not enough damage because the death break is not there anymore.
Yeah, Kinky's super impressive right now. That honestly what looks like what's going to take this match here for less. So more damage is going to be coming out there. He throws down the skill 2, and the skill 2, you know, he's going to protect his Pontos for just a little bit on that return right there. But
Yeah.
I mean, he's got to drop the units. It's so important to take lives right now, and he is. He takes that Chandra down here. Any additional turns might put Diligent in a grave right now if Les gets any.
Yeah, I got to tell you, that proc from the Kinky really changed this game. And Les right now has a big chance to finish the game. Otherwise, he needs a huge proc from the Pontos to put in that invincibility.
Yeah,
No,
there it
that
is.
locks it down. And with that, Les will be going to the final.
Yep, there
Oh
you
my
have it.
God.
Les, the champion of 2019, back again to make a play for 2023. Takes the win against Diligent to move forward to the finals.
Les right here, I gotta tell you, mind games work, my friend. the speed lead, the way that he directs his pick and ban is so dangerous. Even right now with the Pontos, to be honest, I thought he was against the wall. He did get a little bit lucky with a proc from the Kinky because that would have been a lot of damage coming out.
But
you know?
some of it was so well calculated. I love
Yeah.
the way that he uses Chandra to create effect too. He puts the defense on the Kinky so that way when they revenge together, he's got the strip from skill 1 on Chandra to remove the invincibility off the Pontos. Super cool little